Many of the children that come to the Reece School come to us at about age 5, kindergarten. They come timid, shy, scared. Their language may be delayed. With the nurturing environment and the therapy that is available and the small group instruction and or individualization, the ongoing communication with parents, they are given a wonderful opportunity to overcome any of these problems that they might have, and many children do.
This is a school that accepts children as they are, and that message comes across to the child so that there isn't judgment and criticism of what they can't do. We try to celebrate what they can do.
I think that there's a lot of individual attention. A lot of the students here really look at the school as a safety net, a nurturing environment, which also boosts their self-esteem and then makes it easier for them to actually learn as well.
I always do a lot of homework because it makes me learn, and I think I like the Reece School a lot.
The kids are fascinating. They teach me so much. We have such a wide variety of children and abilities. Some children who they come in not being able to speak very well, and you sort of wonder if there's a cognitive problem. Maybe they can't learn as well as other children. And then 2 years later, with all the therapy and all the therapeutic teaching that they're given, they're talking up a blue streak. And you find out that they are quite intelligent.
Mrs. Reece in 1948 had a novel idea. She thought that not only should children be addressed cognitively but affectively. So she actually started the school in her home with 3 students. That was 1948. It continued to grow. We continued to grow. And by the time we got to around the year 2000, we had outgrown the space. Right now we have 74 students in this building, and all the staff attendant to that. So over 100 human beings in the building. And it's only about 6,600 square feet. It just got to be unruly. We had children in need of physical therapy. We had no space for the physical therapy. The occupational therapy that we provide is in relatively small spaces. We began looking for a new place, something that would be larger. The board was able to purchase a piece of property, which is now known as 25 East 104th Street. How are we going to maintain what we had in 6,600 square feet when we quadruple our size? I'm not actually worried about it at all.
I think the program is going to stay the same. We're just going into a bigger place. The foundation of the small nurturing environment will still be part of the Reece School.
Part of the agreement was that we would be able to add 16 children to our total enrollment, bringing it to 90. We have already enrolled those students. They are starting in September.
Over the summer, they were so impressed. Most of them came for summer school and they loved it.
One of the things that was the greatest joy in the world was one of the children went home during the summer and he said, "Mom, it's just like a real school." Well, you couldn't get better than that.
The space is just absolutely delightful and wonderful. There's much more material here than we had in the other school. We're up to date electronically. Everyone has email, which is really significant, so communication is clearer and quicker. For the clinicians, there's more space to do our work in, especially for the occupational therapist, which is one of the key programs here, in addition to speech and counseling. But now we have equipment in our OT rooms for children to work on muscle, motor planning, any kind of physical organizational needs. It's just enormously helpful. We've had wonderful teachers here. You know, young people who come, gravitate to help children is really, they're very special.
I am just amazed at how talented they are, how kind to the children they are. They create a structured but very nurturing environment for the kids.
The staff is very supportive as well as the administration, and we have a lot of freedom here. Like we can take the kids to Central Park, which we did last week, to go on a leaf hunt, which was very exciting.
The parents are key players in the children's education. They are the key member of our team. This is a team approach in which teachers, clinicians, and parents work together to create a program that will be educationally beneficial to the children. We have phone contact on a regular basis, as well as notebooks that we send home for parents to see how the child is doing in school. Without the parents' input, the program here wouldn't be as exemplary as it is. The parents know their children the best. They offer us so much information, what children like, don't like, what happened over the weekend. Some of the changes were delightful because having a large gym with all the equipment we have has excited the kids. When visitors come to the school, the kids come in, and they go to that glass, and they look, and they think they've arrived in heaven. And it is the most exciting thing to see. Now they have a library here in which they go, they get books out, they read. It's a comfortable place.
My kids love to read, which is really neat. And they love going to the library because it's a really relaxing place for them. Every time we go there, it's really exciting. They go in, they sit on the bean bags, they know the rules, and they just love looking through the stack of books.
They love having lockers. It's kind of like a independence thing that they've never had.
The computers, for one, in my class are great, and we're only beginning to tap into the potential that they have across all aspects of the curriculum.
It is definitely a wonderful thing to have not only 2 computers in each classroom, but internet access as well. So we have been utilizing this new technology.
We got a smart board put up in our classroom. The most exciting thing is that it's going to hook up to the computers and we'll be able to interact with the smart board. So I think it will grab their attention and get them motivated.
And we have lunchrooms, which is really exciting. The kids love it to have lunch outside the classroom with another class, so they have an opportunity to socialize more. These are the things that are positive additions to the school.
The most important piece, I think, was that it's a really well-built, excellently laid out environment where the kids are in nice classrooms, where the furniture lends to the educative process.
The children are really adapting to this program, this new building, in a positive way. Children get off the bus excited to come to the school. Parents are excited to bring their children here. What I've heard from the children is that they love it. They do talk about the old school and they compare the differences and they are enjoying the change.
They call it a moving on ceremony. And one of the greatest joys in the world is just to watch them and know that they have grown, that where they were, where they are now, and knowing that they'll be going to someplace great and that they have a much better set of equipment inside their soul, inside their hearts, and inside their minds so that they can move on and be, truly wonderful individuals.
I hope that I will work harder as I move on, but I'll miss the Reece School, my friends, and the good times I've had. Thank you for making my days at the Reece School memorable.
We have a number of kids who go on to college. Parents would never believe it when they bring their kids here at 5 that they're going to be able to go as far as they go.
Ranking is difficult because, first of all, especially within the special school community, we serve different purposes, different functions. Our children are intellectually capable, they're psychologically fragile children. So how are we ranked? We're number 1. We're the best at what we do, and we're going to get better as we go.
Thank you.